These times can feel heavy, like the world forgot how to hold us. But in the red rocks of Sedona, something is growing, a place to be exactly who you are, to dance, to heal, to be held. We're not waiting for a better world. We're building it. Together. This is Humankind. Come home.
Welcome to Grand Rising, Humankind's weekly community update show, broadcasting live from Sedona, Arizona. It's August 14th, 2026. I'm Ryan Stober, and right over here is a plant. Say hello. Well, all right, just so you know, between us, Sheela betrayed us to attend Tesla Tech this week. So this is Plant. Introduce yourself. Come on. All right, you're being shy again. Well, here's what you can do for me. I know you're real good at generating oxygen, so why don't you do that while we jump into our beginning opening breathing exercise, okay? You ready? So let's jump right in. We're gonna do inhale for a count of 4, hold for another 4. Then we're gonna exhale for a count of 6. We're going to do 3 rounds, and you can follow along with my voice and the video on screen. Here we go. Start cranking oxygen, Plant. Ready? Okay, here we go. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Round 2. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hold for 4 more seconds. Hold. And release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Round 3, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and hold. And exhale. Last one. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. It's always nice to start with that. Let's get going with the rest of the show. We got a big weekend coming up here at Humankind, so let's take a tour of all things Humankind. All right. Now, you'll notice a QR code on your screen that takes you to app.humankind.center, where you can create a free account. And this is a great community. You do not want to miss out. In addition to the free account, let me show you. I'll walk you here on the website. You're going to click Join Free. In addition to the free account, there are a few other paid membership tiers that I suggest that you look into. Those membership options are a great way to help support all the happenings here at Humankind. All right, so take a look at that. I recommend getting an account. Like I said, it's free to start, all right? So let's jump into some of the events, all right? We're gonna start here at the Eventbrite page. Now, again, I suggest you open an account and then you just follow Humankind, and you'll see all of these events as they update in real time, so you'll always know exactly what's happening here at Humankind. All right, so there's so many things that we got to talk about here, all right? So first thing we're gonna talk about is Frequency Friday today, and it begins at 5:45. It's with Linda Arnold, so it's a special edition of Frequency Friday. We had Linda on last week. If any of you guys saw that, she talked a little bit about what she's going to do, so I recommend you check that out tonight. And then we got the Divine Alignment Conference coming up this weekend. I actually sat down with Lily Nova. She's one of the founders and presenters at the conference. So I got an interview coming up with her shortly, so we'll come back to that. Now, day one, at the end of day one, the after party, there are Divine Alignment After Dark. We got Star-Lord, we got Jace, we got Arcturus Ra are gonna do some of their musical magic for you guys, so that's Saturday. That begins at 8 o'clock, it ends at 12, so 8 to 12 Saturday night after day one of the Divine Alignment Conference. All right, and then going back to Linda Arnold, she's actually on Sunday night going to wrap up the conference with a Divasonic Ethereal Sound Voyage, and that begins at 6. It goes from 6 to 9, so that's, if you miss Linda, today, Friday, you got a chance to connect with her on Sunday night. All right. And now here's another event that was just added, Ancient Egyptian Knowledge. Mr. Abraham will be here on Saturday, August 22nd. It's from 3 to 5, and let me just scroll down and kind of see what the overview says. All right, so you're going to journey into the history, symbolism, spiritual beliefs, and enduring mysteries of ancient Egypt with Luxor Egyptologist, Mr. Abraham. Okay, so join us for that upcoming. And then we have on Sunday, August 23rd at 4 p.m., we got the cacao, paint, and drums in that order, as I've mentioned in the past. It's a great event for everybody, family, kids of all ages. So that's going to be on Sunday, August 23rd. And then we have Saturday, August 29th, we have Air. She's going to be here. And let's see, we got Get Ready to Lose Yourself in the Rhythm and Good Vibes of an Esoteric Dance Night Like No Other. So gotta kind of check that out. That's Saturday, August 29th at 8 p.m. All right, a new event that we have Saturday, September 5th at 1 o'clock. We have Stargate DNA Activation, a live experience with Jerome Martin. Now join Jerome Martin for a live initiation to awaken dormant potential and reconnect with your soul's divine blueprint. All right, so that's going to be Saturday, September 5th at 1 o'clock. And then later that same day, September 5th, we have a Delady. She's going to be here, and it's 5 to 8 p.m., Saturday, September 5th. An immersive evening of world rhythms, organic electronic music, and conscious movement beneath the Sedona sky. Sounds great. So that's coming up on September 5th. The following Saturday, the 12th, we have a You Are Galactic, Activate Your DNA Now. And that's with Adria Estebu, Courtney Maeve, Sonia Rose, and let's see what it says. Unlock your cosmic potential and dive into a fun, mind-blowing journey to activate your intergalactic DNA. So you have a lot of chances to activate a lot of different galactic DNAs and whatnots coming up over the next few weeks, so take advantage of that. Let's see, we got Galactivation with Sonic Fusion. That's September 12th in the evening. That's at 7 p.m. And an immersive galactic sound journey with gongs, handpan, and vibrational instruments led by Sonic Fusion here at Humankind. And let's see, we got one more. We have Lilani, Self-Care Series, Yin Yoga, Crystal Bowls, and Massage. And that is a two-part series, Sundays at 4:30 to 5:45, September 13th and 20th. So there's 2 different days for that. So again, you're going to go over the Eventbrite page, and all these events, you want to read a little bit more about what's going on with each particular event, head over to the Eventbrite page. All right, so circling back to the Divine Alignment event this weekend, I spoke with Lily Nova. And like I said, she's one of the organizers, presenters this weekend, and I asked her about the event, but I also asked her a couple of questions about living here in Sedona, and here's what she had to say. Thank you, Lily, for joining us here on Grand Rising. And I just want to give you a chance to talk about your event coming up tomorrow, actually over this whole weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So just wanted to give you a chance to introduce yourself to the Humankind crowd and tell us a little bit about yourself and how this event got going and who's going to be with you presenting.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. So I'm excited about, well, first off, my name's Lily Nova, and I am, how do I even break down who I am? Well, I'm a contactee, I'm a starseed, I'm also an energy healer, I'm a content creator. I like doing psychic updates, checking into the field, but also I really love teaching people about what's going on the planet during this ascension
Yeah.
process, during the awakening, how we can best navigate the energies in the awakening process. And I also love looking into personal development. How can we become the best version of ourselves?
Mhm.
I've studied for years different techniques and also learned from my cosmic friends different techniques on how you can become your best version and tap into your highest potential, because that's part of what we're experiencing here on Earth. We're experiencing this more dense 3D reality. We're navigating through it, but we're hacking the matrix. We're learning how to
Mhm.
hack the matrix and become creators, basically, tap into our creative potential. So, for this event, I'm excited for Divine Alignment because it's right up my alley with some topics that I'm very passionate about. How do we become into divine alignment? How do we recognize our intuition, our guiding compass? How do we step into our potential? How do we activate dormant gifts and abilities? How do we bend reality? That's basically what I'm going to be covering. So I'm very passionate about this because that's the key to having a good time on Earth.
I say inspiration. I'm always chasing inspiration.
Yeah, no, and inspired action, that's the best way that you can go. That is really your guiding compass. Whatever lights you up, whatever inspires you, that's the universe leaving breadcrumbs to what you can explore. And you don't have to have it all figured out immediately.
Right.
Sometimes you are drawn to a certain material or learning certain techniques, and you're gaining different tools for your tool belt, and then it
Mhm.
all comes together, and then you start to begin this to see the full picture. But
Yeah.
that also involves a level of trust and yeah. So yeah, I'm very excited about this event to dive into that. I'm also going to be talking about DNA and how to activate your DNA. Going to be diving a little bit into like epigenetics, turning
Okay.
certain genes on, traits on. Working with my DNA has been one of the most transformative things that I have done and that I've been taught,
Okay.
because it's really all in your genetic code.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about who's going to be with you. Who's going to be a part of this conference with you?
So we've got Laura Eisenhower, which she's a
Mhm.
fantastic researcher, also astrologer. She's been a powerful voice in this awakening movement for many, many years. And she's also the great granddaughter of President Eisenhower. So, so yeah, she's a really amazing speaker. I'm sure she's going to be talking about different aspects of the DNA and the truth frequency. One of her last book that she published was called The Truth Frequency, and that
Mhm.
helps you discern between what is truth and what is fake, what's in alignment and what's not in alignment, which is a really important skill that we are all learning on the planet.
Yeah.
And then we have Dr. Charnel. She works a lot with consciousness, with different healing modalities. So we've got two other powerhouses that are going to be speaking for a weekend of divine alignment, for exploring consciousness, exploring frequency. And I'll also be performing a sound bath because I found that's to be one of the most powerful techniques, frequency and vibration, for helping to harmonize your body,
Yeah.
reach heart and brain coherence, which is the state where you can become an active creator.
It's amazing being in Sedona in this short period of time I've been here. And it's almost like you just sit here, everything kind of comes to you. So many things are coming through town and events, and it's like that's probably what my favorite thing about being here so far is
Yeah.
I'm so happy I don't have to sit in front of a computer to do all this stuff. I can actually attend some of this stuff live. And so I think for a lot of folks with the Humankind crowd coming up from Phoenix or people local to Sedona, it's a great opportunity to come and see you guys in person over the weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to add? Any other surprises that we should look for during this event?
I think for people that are attending, well, like you said, in-person events are very powerful because you
Yeah.
have everybody's collective intentions, attention, and we're all in this together. So it just creates like a powerhouse of energy. So that's going to be really powerful. And also, I hope that people gain some new tools for their tool belt that they can take home and integrate and help them to navigate and become their highest selves.
That's fantastic. And I know I don't want to keep you too long, like I said, but I'd love for you to just tell us a little bit about your personal experience in Sedona. What brought you here? I mean, it seems to be a bit of a mecca for certain folks, and I'm just curious about your story and how you ended up here and how you like it.
Yeah, so Sedona called to me. I've been here for about a year and a half now,
Okay.
but I've been visiting for years.
Hmm.
And of course, me being interested in the star seeds topic and the spiritual topic and energy vortexes and a bit for the paranormal,
Yeah.
it drew me in because the veil is very thin here. You've got a lot of energy vortexes here. I feel the whole town is also a vortex in itself. It's kind of like its own little pocket reality, and it's like a
Yeah.
wonderland.
It is. It is. I tell that to people. It's amazing. It's like a bubble. It's like a little safe bubble. You can just ignore the world if you want.
Yeah, we're doing our own thing here in Sedona. And there's lots of opportunities. There's a lot of like-minded people, which is cool. So you can just go to the coffee shop and make friends. And just at the grocery store, you'll overhear people having conversations about things that might be considered woo-woo. So
Right.
Sedona is really special in that. And Sedona is also an amplifier of energy. It's also an accelerator. So, for healing purposes and awakening purposes, inner work,
Mhm.
you can experience quantum leaps here and experience a big amount of healing and revelation that over the course of days, even one meditation, as opposed to being in other places where the energy isn't so ripe for this sort of work, it might
Yeah.
take you years to reach the same spot. So Sedona is very accelerated, amplified. What you bring with you is going to expand, and what your intentions are going to expand while you're here.
I've definitely noticed the speed at which things happen here. To your point, it's actually caught me off guard. It's like, oh, that happened a lot quicker than I'm used to it happening. You
Yeah.
know, especially just you have an idea, and it's like, oh, I can do that now. Oh, wow, and it just things just show up. It's like, I mean, I think you get it, which is the best part. It's like it literally is a magical fantasy world, but it's not fantasy. This is the real reality that we're
Yeah.
experiencing. We're starting to understand what we are, who we are,
Yeah.
and it's like it's not. I haven't been bored yet, right?
Yeah.
That's the simplest way I could put it.
Yeah. I don't
But
think you can be bored here.
no, no, and I think we'll definitely probably be talking to you quite a bit more. There's a lot of things coming up, a lot of events. There's always something happening. So it's great to have you on and get you a little bit more introduced to the Humankind community. And
Thank you.
we're all looking forward to this event this weekend and appreciate your time.
Yes. Thank you so much for having me. And I look forward to meeting everyone in person.
Thank you. All right. Well, thanks again to Lily Nova. And we're all looking forward to the event starting this weekend. All right. So now, Plant, you remember how you and I went up to the moon on Wednesday and we put that camera there? Remember that? Well, I got a treat for you. We put a camera on the moon and we're going to go right now. We got a live look from the moon. And we're watching Earth's grand rising live, guys. This is beautiful. It's kind of profound. It actually, I'm surprised the signal's as good as it is. Look at that beautiful, beautiful Earth. There's no stars in the sky. I don't know why, but it's the way it is. Yeah, Plant, that was a good job. It was a good idea to put that camera. Plant's the one that picked the shot out, just so you know. So that's great work, Plant. Appreciate that. What? Oh, wait. You want to show us your childhood home? You want to show us the greenhouse that you grew up in? All right, why not? So this is a live look at Plant's childhood greenhouse. That's a nice little place. A nice little place, Plant. I like that. Do you miss it? Plant says that Plant misses it. All right. Well, thank you for that, Plant. It's always nice to kind of learn a little bit about my co-host, you know. I know you're a little green. It's new to you. It's a little bit awkward for you, but That's Plant's home. So you know what? You're going to love this part, Plant. It's time for the book of the week with Giselle. All right. We don't know what the book is until we call Giselle. So here we go.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Giselle. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. We don't have Sheela this week. She's at Tesla Tech, but I do have another co-host. It's Plant. Just a Plant. So say hello to Plant.
Hi, Plan.
Plant says
That's
hello.
awesome.
Plant's excited. I told Plant all about your book selections. Plant is very excited to hear this week's choice. So what do you got for us?
Okay, and maybe you can read it aloud to Plan.
I probably have to. I don't think there's a choice.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice. So
There isn't now. This week is The Romance of Atlantis. I know, but The Romance of Atlantis by Taylor Caldwell. Taylor Caldwell wrote this book when she was 12 years old. She was born in 1900. So this book was written in 1912.
that's what I was going to say.
And it's
12 years. That makes sense. Okay.
quick math, right? Quick math.
Yep.
But it's just a fascinating read because she wrote it when she was 12. Her father read it and gave it to his father, who was a book publisher in Philly. So her grandfather, and he read the book and he was horrified, and he was like, there is no way that any 12-year-old wrote this book, like no way, and there's no way, and thought she had plagiarized it or whatever. So the manuscript sat for 50 years, and later in life she became friends with Jeff Stern.
Okay.
And he was known for writing books about reincarnation or psychic abilities, or I think he wrote a book about Edgar Cayce. Anyway, and on a whim, she was like, "Oh, I'll just send this manuscript that I wrote forever ago, and I'll send it to him." And that's how it got published.
Oh, wow.
But it's, I finished it last night. I did read it before, but everything, it's like we're just in the same loop, and it segues with last week's book about the Hopi and moving through the worlds and the ending of the fourth world into the fifth, right? This is really the ending of the third world into the fourth, where we are now. But it's just everything that was happening there.
Yeah.
Happening here, and her just level of consciousness and intellect. Yeah. That's my recommendation. You know me, I'll keep talking, so
No,
you can shut me off.
I keep listening. I think that sounds really interesting, because I wanted to ask you, you're talking about the similarities between then and now, for example. What's an example? Like, what can you comment on that's sort of seemingly similar to what they talk about in the book?
It's so oh God, there's so many. I was afraid you were going to ask me that question.
Don't be scared.
But there's just there's so much, like when a country or a civilization or a population becomes, advanced, they start out excited and enthused and passionate, and then they get advanced, and then it's just a cycle of life, and then there's gonna be debauchery. There's gonna be the devolution happens after the evolution.
Yeah.
It's like the allowing immigrants from other, no disrespect to any immigrants, from other countries to come. Will take care of you. Atlantis will take care of you because we love everybody. The advancement of technologies, the politics.
Yeah.
The connivery, is that even a word?
I'm going with it.
In politics. Because it's written from the view of Solustra would be her name, the Empress of Atlantis. Even not, I won't say transhumanism, but longevity, immortality, because there's the rejuvenation chamber.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so who do you, that long life? There's just on and on and on.
Yeah, it is pretty eerie, right? Not eerie. I guess it's interesting because I definitely have like contrasting opinions about the experience that comes with being around and alive during this time. You know, it's interesting. So yeah.
No, I think it is a loop, but where are we on the spiral in the loop? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I have a really good friend who's a brilliant astrologer, Cal Garrison. Shout out to Cal and anyone who wants to look her up. You know, and I remember years ago her saying, Giselle, we're all just a bunch of reincarnated Atlantean assholes. Oh, can I say that? You might.
Well, yeah, we might get. We're gonna get.
Make you like,
Yeah, sorry.
no, and you're like, what? No, and then you think about it, and then you read that book, and you just go, yeah, here we are, but what are we gonna do with this life?
Right,
And,
right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I did have one more question before I let you go, actually, and that was, it got me thinking. You mentioned like the reincarnation. So I'm wondering if I just write a book, reincarnate, and keep writing that book, if I would be accused of plagiarism or not.
Good one. Good one.
Could you imagine? It's like, I wrote that book 100 years ago when I was a different life, and now it's still my book. How can you prove that, though? I don't know.
I've actually thought about that, Ryan. I've actually thought about that. Have I ever come across a book that I actually wrote in another life?
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I thought, yeah, and she didn't. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, she didn't believe in reincarnation when she wrote this book. I mean, even later in life, it wasn't her thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And she actually, she allowed, I don't know if it was just Stern or somebody else who hypnotized her to disprove reincarnation. But then she ended up remembering like 11 lives. And her other books too, they're very historical in nature, about Cicero and anyway, just old history. So anyway, but it's fascinating you had that thought, because what would that be like if you picked up a book and you so resonate with it? And
yeah, and that just, spreads out to just anything and everything if you want to place that kind of thinking to it. It's very interesting. We live in an interesting time in an interesting part of the world and have interesting conversations, which is why I love it. Well, thank you. And
oh my goodness,
appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I do hope that we don't run out of books. I don't think we will, but we'll pick it up again next week. Same time, different day.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Brian.
Thank you very much. All right. Bye, Giselle.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, check out that book. Never a bad recommendation. It's like I can't even keep up. But now, in addition to special events, concerts, and conferences happening here at Humankind, there are several shows recorded and streamed almost every day. Let's refresh ourselves with the expanding carousel of weekly shows available on the Humankind platform. All right. Well, I have one more special. What's that? Oh, Plant has something to say. Oh, okay. I didn't. That's starting soon. So Plant, what you didn't see is Plant has a podcast coming up. It's called Soil and Sunlight, right? So look out for Plant's podcast coming up. Maybe. Are you kidding me? Oh, you're joking with me. Come on, Plant. See, Plant's loosening up now. Now you got a good sense of humor. All right. Anyway. Well, I have one more special treat for y'all. We saved the best for last. I had what you might call a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to interview someone very special here in Sedona. I'll leave it at that. Go ahead and play the interview. Well, Grand Rising, everyone. And I have a special surprise for you today because I scored a massive, awesome interview with a Sedona local that I think you're gonna wanna hear from, okay? So let me get set up. And real quick, before we get set up, let me just introduce you to our friend who we're gonna be speaking with today. Okay. All right, let me get set up and we'll sit down and chat. Looking forward to it.
Tonight, an exclusive interview with Mr. Spider of Sedona.
Well, appreciate your time and your willingness to talk to me. Can I call you Mr. Spider, I guess?
Yes. Yes, indeed, my good man. My name is Toby, but you can call me Mr. Spider if you so prefer.
You know, I've never interviewed a tarantula before. In fact, you're the very first tarantula I've ever seen in the wild.
We are indeed a hot mess, as the brats say.
I figured this would be a great time to catch up, and maybe you can let us all know a little bit about Sedona, right? I mean, we have all the humans that love Sedona. We love the hiking, the food, you know, the weather, you know, and you got the spiritual aspect of this place, right? The vortexes. How do you feel about the vortexes, Mr. Spider?
Sedona's vortexes are said to be sites of concentrated electromagnetic or spiritual energy, often linked to swirls in the area's red rock formation.
Huh.
And if you listen carefully, you can hear the vortexes when they make a sound. They sound like whoosh, whoosh.
You're so funny, Spider.
Bob's your uncle. I really do love a good vortex, though.
So what are some of the things that you really love about Sedona? How long have you been here, first of all?
Well, I moved here in, let's see, 86, I believe. That was well before the roundabouts were added. This town has changed a lot, my friend. Many come and gone. Yet, here I am, after all these years. But, I must say, my favorite thing about Sedona, the acai bowl place off 89A. Delicious! I get the Vortex bowl with extra almond butter.
You got a good sense of humor. I appreciate it. Now, you live in Sedona. Why do you have a British accent?
Now you're asking too many questions. I think it's time to wrap this interview up. Do you hear me, friend?
All right, all right. Well, Mr. Spider, I appreciate your time. And listen, I'd love to chat with you again. You know, this was unexpected, you know. Luckily, I had my director's interview chair handy because otherwise I couldn't have done this interview. You know, I'd love to do this again. How do you feel about that? All right. So just so you know, I did hash things out with Mr. Spider, so we're on good terms right now. So a lot's changed since the filming of this interview. There's probably a strong possibility we'll be able to speak with Mr. Spider again. He's not a bad guy, really. We worked it out, like I said. Well, Plant, thanks for joining me today. It was nice to have you here. You didn't contribute much, but you looked good. So, what? Oh, so Plant wants to say goodbye too, so okay, well. All right, well, enjoy your weekend, everyone, and don't forget to give some love to Monday, because Mondays never get any love. Bye for now. All right, say bye, Plant. Bye. Enjoy your weekend. Grand Rising.
These times can feel heavy, like the world forgot how to hold us. But in the red rocks of Sedona, something is growing. A place to be exactly who you are, to dance, to heal, to be held. We're not waiting for a better world. We're building it. Together. This is Humankind. Come home.